Let's talk about the eclipse. Our fears, our worries, our confusion. For already 4 or 5 years, you and me, all humanity, have been in an accelerated awakening. In 2020, we were forced to take time away from our busy lives and ask ourselves what was important for us. And we have been answering this question every single time in a deeper and deeper way. And now this year, now this eclipse is asking us to become more serious about what is our role in the future of humanity. There are basically two choices. You want to be a puppet of reality and just continue business as usual, separation, aggression, fear, drama, or you want to be in a different timeline, a timeline of love, of possibility, of creativity, of community. Which timeline do you want to be in? And that is something that you decide to do. How can you make the decision? You decide it with your attention. This month, this penny dropped deeply in my psychology. What timeline do I want to be living in? The timeline of drama, of endings, of uncertainty, of the timeline of, maybe I don't yet know, but I'm guided. The timeline of creativity, the timeline of possibility. You know what I did? I unfollowed lots of people in YouTube. I canceled lots of newsletters. I ask myself the question, in which timeline do I want to be living in? Ask yourself that and cancel your subscriptions. Don't go for coffee with that friend. Choose which timeline you want to be living in. Because as you pay attention to what you pay attention to, that reality expands. When you give energy to something, that something will grow. Are you giving attention to things that make you fearful? This will grow. The second question that I have been asking is, what is my role in all this? We are co-creating the future, consciously or unconsciously, so let's make it conscious. So if that is true, and I have all these talents, I am 54, I have an MBA, I'm a coach, I know how to do Excel files, I know how to do public speaking, I know how to do art, but what do I do with all that? I can do this YouTube channel. I can give speeches. I can do paintings. I can do, but what is that will be the most benefit for the world? What will be of the most benefit for the future? I don't know. I can think, but that's not the correct answer. The correct answer is something more divine, is something more away from me, something that is linked to my heart, something that is linked to my gut, something that connects with the reality of what the world needs me for. So if you are in this world of uncertainty that you don't know where you can use all these talents, just ask yourself that question. What is yours to do? Yours, not from somebody else. And this question is a difficult one because I know that you're multi-talented. I was listening to an interview of an astrologer that I love and respect. She was asked, how did you become an astrologer? And she said, well, I was confused. I didn't know what to do with my life. And I went to a library and a book fell on the floor. And this book opened precisely on the page that said, if you are confused with your life, you don't know what to do, become an astrologer. And I found it, whoa, this is so interesting. But it still stayed back in the back of my mind. That same day, a book fell on the ground. And I took it and it said the message of St. Francis. Oh, interesting. Am I supposed to be a messenger? I read inside and it was a channeled message. And then is the question, am I supposed to be a channeler? I don't know. This happened to me just last week. Can I tell you that I am a messenger and that I channel? I have channeled before, but is it too arrogant for me to say that I will channel? This is where we are right now, you and I. The universe, God is telling us what we are supposed to do. And we have to let go of the ego of the brain telling us that this is the university degree that I had, this is the years that I have of experience, and I cannot do that because I've never done it before. So I invite you to ask yourself that question these days, often. What is mine to do? And don't answer the question. You see how you are being told what is yours to do. And to be able to quiet yourself enough, you need to do two things, or you could do two things. I offer you two things to do. One is to listen. Listen. When you are in conversations, instead of talking, listen to that person. I have very different political views than many people, especially my neighbor. And I went to have coffee with him and his family. And this time I gave myself the task of listening to him. I listened to him. I asked him questions. I was curious. We never had such a wonderful conversation. And you know what I realized? He realized is that we want the same things. We want love. We want family. We have want community. We want peace. And this, wow, gave me the sense, this listening to him gave me the sense that indeed, this listening to others, this being the messenger of something, this listening, this communication is a path for me. It is becoming clear for me. Listen. As you listen to others, they are going to be mirrors. They are going to bring you the answer that you are wanting to this question of what is yours to do. When you are in this quest, there will not be space for fear. Fear will be replaced by curiosity, by delight, by joy. The second action that I offer you is to observe. To observe, and not just with your eyes, to observe with all your senses. Observe your feelings, observe the feelings, observe reality, see everything changing as you go. As you observe, you will see how the books fall on the ground are talking to you, how the birds come and visit you, they are talking to you. You are going to find answers everywhere. And as you observe, you will be able to incorporate that in what you are doing. So These two things, listen and observe, belong to answering this question, what is yours to do? Your big mission. As a third practice that I offer you to deal with fear is to combine this power that is very prevalent these days, Mars and Saturn. Mars is about new beginnings, doing things, and Saturn is about no new beginnings. Do the things that I feel really the Dutch sentence, do maar gewoon. Do normal, do the things that are normal for you, that are simple. What the best that we can do in this time of amazing transformation is to adopt practices that are indeed maybe new for you, but solid disciplines. These solid disciplines will allow you to grow in self-belief, self-love, so that ultimately this will allow you to be of more service. What are these practices? Wake up early, go to bed early, drink more water, walk more steps, you know, do disciplines that are simple to do and simple not to do that will allow you to stay awake while you are awake, that will allow you to answer what is mine to do, that will that will help you to stay awake in saying which timeline I want to be. When you are in this discipline, these disciplines that are new but ancient, you understand? Drinking a water, drinking a glass of water might be new for you because it's a new discipline for you, but it's ancient because we already know that drinking a glass of water is good for you. You will be able to stay in your power. As the wind blows of all these things that will change all how we do, you stay rooted. I'll give you more examples. Meditating, sleeping well your 8 hours, listening to your child, having conversations with your husband, fasting, cold shower, old ancient things that could be new for you. Disciplines that will make you more powerful spiritually, mentally, physically. Just think about it. What practices will give you power and self-belief that you're doing things that are grounding you? For more practices like this, I am linking here a video that I made before that will help you to stay grounded. Wishing you absolutely all the best.